What's up, you guys? My name is Reneé Rapp, and I am Spotify's next radar artist. I think that a good little summary for me and my story is somebody who's very determined, super resilient, I think, very sarcastic, and is just trying to be perceived in a way that is natural, but also panics about everything. And someone who cares more than literally anything in the whole wide world, but also does not give a fuck. So it's a lot of back and forth and just a lot of being nervous about being perceived. So I chose a really great job for that. My process of making the record was fairly processless, I think. I mean, it really started at the very beginning of this year. It started maybe 2 days before my birthday, I think. It's January 8th or something. And I think that album really started and became a thing when I started working with Alexander, because I had been working with a ton of people who are fucking sick and so incredibly talented. But working with musicians and writers and producers as an artist, to me, and I'm sure to them as well, feels like dating. You don't fall in love with everybody you date. Unless you're me, and then you do. But you don't want to marry everybody you do. You get what I'm saying. I'd love to collaborate with everybody who I have a crush on. I'd love to collaborate with Frank Ocean. I would love to collaborate with Casey Musgraves. I would love to collaborate with Jasmine Sullivan. I would love to collaborate with Beyonce. I would love to collaborate with Karen Carpenter. She's dead. Love her. But I'm obsessed with the Carpenters. I would love to collaborate with people that I look up to. But also I want to collaborate with somebody super cool and kind of niche and fun. People that I work with flew out to go and try and get a chunk of the album done while I was in Jersey, because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't super behind on music even while I was working. And so Alexander, Justin, Skylar, and Cleo all flew out to New Jersey, and we camped out in this studio in Asbury Park or something, and it was so much fun, because I remember walking into the studio that day and feeling oh wow, these people actually traveled across the country to come and hang out and make music with me, and it made me feel honestly really loved. The point of your art is so that you feel good about it, but for whatever reason and for what it's worth, I really do care how other people feel. I love the community in music and the aspect of having people that actually understand how you feel, because I feel a lot of times I am overly explaining myself all the time, trying to get somebody to understand how I feel, and I will still feel disconnected from that. But in songs, I don't feel that way. I feel that's how I feel, take it or leave it. The inspiration behind Talk Too Much is I had a dream that I killed my girlfriend, just murdered the bitch, and I honestly was freaking out, because I was I don't really understand what this means, but maybe this means we shouldn't be together, or does it mean that I'm a terrible person? I definitely say what comes to my mind. I don't think I am a very filtered person. I just truly want people to know how I feel about things. I'm so excited to perform Pretty Girls live. I'm so excited. I feel I've been very, very spoiled. I have an amazing community of young queer or straight girls who have really good queer friends for a fan base and for a community around me. And I think that writing that song was so cathartic and fun, and also takes an experience where I think that obviously, if you're a queer person, there's 10 different thousands of levels in how that would make you feel. I'm most proud of I Hate Boston. In the Kitchen was a song that I wrote on my EP that I love so much, and it was my favorite ballad that I had ever written. I thought I was such a shit songwriter for so many years. I remember getting a chorus to I Hate Boston and being thank God I can write another one. So I'm very proud of I Hate Boston. And I think lyrically, it's one of the stronger songs on the project.